Okay, that's really creative photography there. Okay, let's move on to the next image here. These references help us so much in creating the right pose for our shot. It's an integral part of the process. So whatever image you see, you can get an idea, basic idea of what kind of pose you're trying to do. So these images and videos help us a lot. You can also find these, caricatured drawings here, exaggerated, which also help in animating our movements. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get these details in our character here in Maya. So we need that kind of a arced pose for our character to kind of twist his body to give that force he wants to attack his enemy. Okay, that doesn't seem right. Looks like the speed difference is not matching with the second pose here. So I'm going to select all this and try to go to the side view here. And I have to pull this a bit in the front as to match the last pose speed difference. It's one of those things you need to take care every time you create a run cycle. Always use reference. I am not using because I don't have a run reference recorded of myself, and I don't want to use others recorded stuff in my video class. Anyways, I have it in mind, so I will carry on like for this video. But normally while at work, I use reference like a lot. So, but if you're a shy person who don't like showing off or recording, great acting pieces in front of others, not to worry. Act it out at home, record it in your phone, and just use that in the office. Sometimes I record myself doing an acting piece at home if it's really emotional or requires all that details and finishing, I don't like to do that in front of others, like really. Kind of gets weird and awkward. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is to use reference from wherever you can. Okay? Alright. Let's pull this hand down a bit here. So just to match the last poses in between. Kind of work like an in between for the last pose and the next pose. Move this head up a little bit just to kind of add a delay for the middle pose right there. Okay. Looking from the front view will also give you a nice understanding of the how the straight or crooked the body is, and you can go inside and fix all this things here, moving the body to the straight line right there. Yep, that is looking fine. Only if your character is going sideways, you need to make sure that he's doing that properly. Otherwise, if it's a straight run, then you have to look it from all the angles to make it right. Right now, all those intersections doesn't matter. Those are like final details that you need to take care of. Right now, the most important part is the body mechanics, the weight and the timing. Most important part. So we'll only work on that. Alright, that looks cool. Let's go ahead and check it out from the camera perspective here. Cool. Go ahead and play this video a couple of times. Alright, timing seems to be a little bit slow, but we're gonna, we're getting there. Don't worry, we'll get there. Right now it's just we have to see these all with the timings, and then let's take a play blast with the main character here. Play blast obviously takes time, so I'm gonna pause the video and be back when the play blast is done. Alright, we have the play blast done. Let's go ahead and check it out, how it looks. Alright, there you go. We have the first jump, the first, the sword, the spear swing. It's gonna be really cool. I'm pretty excited about this. Alright, we need to make some changes here, like really nice changes in the legs and the running part, also the timing of it. You can also keep it playing for a couple of times to understand how speed and everything looks. Okay, so we need a breakdown right in there. So we're gonna go ahead in the command control here and put a key right in between, put it back to step mode, and look at that, we have a key, default key made by Maya. So we're going to go ahead and modify on that. Alright, that kind of looks fine. Move the leg a little bit down. Kind of need a nice, like a sliding of the leg. Body should be having this nice delay before landing. It is obviously a breakdown, so he needs to have that delay. Make sure you don't have values in your arm in the X and the Z direction. I mean rotation, because that only moves in the forearm only moves in the Y direction, no matter what you do. Okay. This breakdown here is basically trying to get him touch the ground. It's a natural thing for any biped or any creature for that matter, that before an impact we have to get ourselves ready, and we bipeds can do that by extending one of our limbs out to touch the impact structure before we actually do. That way we can bounce off a little bit of force from the impact ground, making the whole impact thing easy to handle. I hope that makes sense. Okay, looking forward here in the frontal keys where he makes the jump, we need to start working on the next pose here. Tell you that I'm working in a different computer now. It's my home machine, my PC. You must have noticed a background color change and a little bit of preference change in the timeline. Yeah, that's all like default stuff in my home computer system. Nothing fancy, just different computers. Anyways, let's go ahead and create a new camera here. Placing a camera is normally a director's choice every time. Since here I'm doing everything, so I'll go ahead and create a camera. Third camera, you can go ahead and name whatever you want. And we'll go ahead and position it accordingly. Right now it's just it'll be like a pan camera,